Never before since the beginning of the Fourth Republic, Nigerians who are qualified to vote in the next general election have continually demonstrated their readiness to fully participate in the process. Many young people, especially, are so enthusiastic about the nationwide exercise, which is scheduled to commence on Saturday, the 25th of February 2023. According to a timetable released by the Election Management Body, the Presidential and National Assembly election will be the first to hold, after which election of governors and members of state houses of assembly will take place on Saturday, the 11th of March 2023. Although the Election Management Body had commenced the continuous voter registration on June the 28th, 2021, and planned to end the exercise by June the 30th, 2022, public outcry compelled the Commission to extend it till July the 31st, 2022. But despite the extension, many Nigerians could not register until the final day when thousands of them thronged the few registration centers across the country. In Lagos, Nigeria's busiest city, the situation was more challenging for both prospective voters and Inec staff.
The problem there is that we don't know what is wrong with our people. During the last time when we did this registration, during the last month, a day before the extension of the program, we registered over 500, over 600. But immediately they had the extension, it has been postponed for the next 1 month. The second day we registered just 29. It is not the government that is having problem. It is our people that is having problem.
You know, initially when they say, okay, INEC is going, there will be extension, people disappear. There are times we don't do less than 20. Then 2 weeks, say we have 15 more days, we start seeing the surge. Yesterday, you can see today also.
This is Ikeja, the state capital, and this is Maria Uchechukwu Madueke, who, like others, had come out to beat the deadline. From the local teams, she's becoming so agitated to get her data captured on the machine, but it appears that may not happen before 7 p.m. when the system will close. The situation was the same in Orile Agege and other parts of the state, as many voters who had come to register could not get their data captured. The atmosphere was tense around the city.
Many Nigerians are still unable to complete their registration process, either for fresh registration or for transfer of their polling unit where they are going to vote on the election day. While many believe that a further extension of the deadline will afford more people to get registered and collect their PVC ahead of the election. But many argue that even if the deadline is extended by the next 10 years, many Nigerians will still have to wait till the final day like this before they come out.
I've never registered before. This is the first time. So I want to register afresh. I've been here since morning. Now I'm trying to get form. I've never voted in my life. This is the first time and I must register. You understand? So they say they've given out forms to some persons that we should wait. I'm still waiting for form. You know me, I will advise INEC to still extend. It's not that we are not coming out to want to get to register. But the thing is, they are not attending to, like me now, I want to get a form, but they are advising that we should wait for the persons, the people that they have given forms to, when they finish attending to them, then they will not come and attend to us. So I'm waiting.
I know that even if you extend it to 10 years, some people will still want to register the deadline, but benefits of a doubt, less more people register. You know, they will still have time to compute it, to check the correction, double registration and all that. We still have February.
To me, I believe maybe we can still give them like 1 week or 2 weeks more, so that because throughout the Lagos State now, people are just eager.
I've not been able to register. I've got some issues. I've been here like 3 days now, so up to this moment, I've not been registered. I'm still with my form, yet to submit it.
I want to say the process was smooth, although a little hiccups, and it happens anywhere. But I think INEC did well.
At the end of the exercise, INEC declared that a total of 12.29 million new voters were registered successfully, which now brings the total number of registered voters to 96 million. Out of these, 71% are youth, while 2.4 million voters are within the age bracket of 35 and 49. 6.2 million are females, while a little more than 6 million of the registered voters are males. Top leading states in terms of voters registration include Lagos, Kano, and Delta, while Ekiti, Yobe, and Federal Capital Territory Abuja occupy the lower rung of the ladder. On the overall, the Northwest has the highest of 22.67 million voters, followed by the Southwest with 18.3 voters, and then the South-South region, while the Southeast region has the lowest population of registered voters in Nigeria with 11.4 million.
I think what has changed is that a lot of youths were part of this process. If you look at Lagos State, as at 18th July, by 7 a.m., the voting, those who had registered were about 640,000. But unlike the last exercise they did, it was not as much as that. And in the whole Nigeria, I have that data up to 18th July, over 10 million voters. And when you look at even people who wanted to maybe change their voting polling booths or loss of voters card and so on, over 26 million. So you can see that Inec has done a lot, and a lot of youths were there.
Meanwhile, a civil society group, the Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project, had pleaded with Inec to create a room for more than 7 million Nigerians who could not complete the process online before the window closed. But the Commission insists it acted in line with the provision of the amended Electoral Act.
It should be a continuous exercise. Let people exercise their franchise. But at last year, we still say not just register, collect and vote. Well, I want to say the process was smooth, although a little hiccups, and it happens anywhere. But I think INEC did well. Now, when you look at what has happened, it shows that a lot of Nigerians are now aware and sensitized on the importance of exercising their franchise. And as LASIEC is doing, we have our own acronym, RCV, and that is you register, you collect your voter's card and vote. It is not just registering or collecting your voter's card, but also vote.
While the voter registration lasted, several civil society organizations embarked on widespread advocacy on the need for a smooth and widely accepted electoral process. Youth in Politics Nigeria is one of those CSOs. Today, they have brought the campaign to a crowded community known as Alausa in the capital city of Ikeja. Their message is simple. They want the people to guard against monetary inducement by the politicians. The group emphasized that if votes do not count, politicians will not be seeking to buy votes.
We are against vote buying. So we are educating the general public from selling that they shouldn't sell their votes. They should vote right and vote the right person. We are not campaigning for anybody, but right now what we are doing is to make sure that they don't sell their votes, and they should vote and don't fight. That is the major message we are carrying. Because you know what happened in Ekiti State? A lot of people were showing their money with voters' card. That shows that they were able to convince them to sell their vote for another 8 years.
Nigerians need their rights. They need to be able to execute what they need to execute. They need to do what they need to do. Now that they cannot vote, a lot of people feel like, they don't. Their voices don't count. They don't matter. Regardless of whatever it is what the government wants. But that's not. So now I would like to appeal to the government that please show your soft side, that you are human beings like us, and let these people have their voters card. Give them the chance to vote. Let them at least make their own mistakes.
In time past, we have had a whole lot of things happen where people sell their votes just because of what they can get immediately. And so it became very important for us to crusade this movement of educating every voter on the importance of not selling their votes.
Although voter registration has ended and suspended till after the 2023 election, analysts say INEC need to devise means for continuous registration in and out of election season. Oba Adeoye, Arise News, Lagos.